Okay. So, hey, why are you shaving your head off? Well, like 2 reasons. One, did my thing really fucking break? Just hold on a moment.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. That's so fucking gnarly. It's so disgusting because like the amount of fucking dead skin is coming off your head, bro.
You just said,
Is this plugged in all the way?
yeah, it's just, it got wet, so it's like not like. Okay, so yeah, right there you have to like be more like.
I don't know.
Be more like elongated, you know?
I'm just gonna. Hey, don't you want to go to the store and get some water? No, I want to shave my fucking head.
Dude, this is what happens when you don't wake up and you're like, oh, I get bored.
How the... I don't even know how the fuck I'm gonna do this.
Just like, okay, you just take it and just
I've been doing that. I've been doing that, Sebastian. I just doesn't want to go.
here, I'll try sitting down.
It's just, I'm not a professional.
Well, I think I do it, and then I committed to it. It's pretty fucking weird and different. Yummy, yummy, yum. Alright, got ourselves a Pokadot Tie update video on my life. Holy moly guacamole, has shit been crazy in the world recently. Welcome to the quarantine, welcome to the pandemic, welcome to the apocalypse. I feel like if I'm gonna be doing this... No, come here, barrel. I feel like you should be part of this too. Okay. So, alright. So, I already... Fucking bitch. So, first thing you're probably gonna notice, hey, my hair! My facial hair! Ah! Yeah, I did that. And, so I actually made this video like 2 weeks ago, I think it was. I really don't know what day it is or how long it's been, but I'm pretty sure I made it 2 weeks ago. And I made like this 20-minute video about me talking about the quarantine and my thoughts on it. And then I just lost motivation to continue saying it, basically. And I didn't feel... I just lost it. I just lost my motivation for it. So then I got up and I was like, I'm gonna I'm like, I'll pick it back up tomorrow. And the next day, I shaved my head. And then I was like, hey, I'm gonna add that into the video. And then I didn't do that. And then the next day happened. And then it just kept growing. And then, hey, look at that. 2 weeks later, I'm finally remaking the video. I was going to actually continue that video and already have that 20-minute segment, have my hair, and then have this segment that you're currently watching. But when I was doing it, my camera angle, like, it was so bad. I wasn't using my headset, so I was just using my phone. Audio was terrible. I set my phone up, I set up my table, I set up this whole little thingy. I'll put a screenshot of it. I think I already just deleted that video. If I didn't delete the video, I'll put a screenshot of what it looked like right here. Check this out right here. So that's what it looked like. Or if I did delete it, then I'm gonna add some goofy thing right there. If I deleted it, I don't know. Fuck you. So yeah. So that's that. Also, up to date. My hair. What the heck did you do to your hair? Your facial bad. It's actually growing back. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but like it's growing back. I was bald. I was shaved bald, and I'm actually doing an experiment. I shaved my head, I shaved my face, and I shaved my other head. And I wanted to see which one grows back the fastest. And so far, my face is growing back the fastest, then my dick, and now my head. And then my head's in third place of like how much it grows more. So that's a fun little experiment I was doing. But no, so it's not like early. Are my pants on inside out? My pants are inside out. Jesus Christ. I was actually just wearing my boxers. And then I'm like, I'm gonna make a video, so I should probably put some pants on. So anyways, no, so I've already been so genetic wise, I've already had thin hair for most of my life. I've had actually for my entire life, I've always had thin hair. It's just genetics. My family has thin hair. And then recently I've just been, for the past couple of years, I've just been going through a lot of stress. So that's been thinning my hair too. And like, I'm not balding or anything like that. I'm just thin hair due and stress. So it's like, it's just kind of not there fully. And so I was already thinking about shaving my head. And I never really wanted to. I mean, I wanted to, but I didn't want to because I thought I would look stupid. And I didn't want to go out in public looking like that and go to work like that. And then I'll put a picture right here. And that's what I used to look like before, like 2 years ago because I did shave my beard 2 years ago. And that's what I look like. And I hated it. I looked pissed in that picture. So I didn't want to do it again. But I was on Discord with my friends, and then they're like, you should do it. And I'm like, all right. Fuck it. Why not? I mean, I'm not going to be seeing anyone anytime soon. So if I don't like it, I have a reason not to go out in public. So I shaved it. And this is how I look now. And I'm going to put another picture. Hey. So that's what I look like when I first shaved with my hair and everything. And I noticed that I have a jawline. Let me just do a... I can't wait to go through and edit this. This is going to be fun. So if you look at this picture, and you look at this picture, you can see the difference in how I look, in like just my face, my jawline, everything, because I've lost a lot of weight, and I really like my jawline now. So I actually like not having facial hair, and I don't look that bad without a head of hair. And then here's my newest nice looking picture right there. I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm just gonna be like boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna fucking hate my life, and when I edit this video, I'm just gonna throw a bunch of random shit. I'm gonna have fun. You're gonna see. Well, I'm gonna see. You're gonna see. Everyone's gonna see. So, anyways, so quarantine. How's it been for you? Well. fucking shit. It's not been. It's not bad. If it was. So if this happened a few months ago, I'd be in heaven right now. But literally, as this corona case was building and like it was still just like no one really, it was just up in the air, and it was still in China, and it was not here like before the cruise ship and everything like that. Like I was like just before the pandemic and everything like that, before it was got crazy. I was literally like, I'm tired of the way my life is. I'm not happy. I'm not feeling satisfied. I don't feel whole with my life. And I'm going to change it around. I cut out sugar. I was only drinking water. I was eating healthy. I was working every day. Well, most of my days off, of course, but I was getting up in my work, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ask for that promotion for my job. I'm gonna start making shit happen. I'm going to make my life happen. My mom moved out essentially. It's just me and Kyle living here, and I'm like, this is my life. I'm gonna grab life by its balls. I'm gonna twist it, yank it, and I'm gonna make it mine. This is my life. I'm 23 years old. My time to shine. And then the next day, Corona happened. I'm not even shitting you. Like, I literally sat down with Kyle. I talked to him about everything. I'm like, Kyle, this is what I want to do. This is what we should do. He agreed with me. We were on the same track. We were on the same page. We were doing it. And then I got the key to go to the gym. And literally, the next day, we were like, okay, this is it. Tomorrow, we're going to the gym. They shut down the gym. And then that's, yeah. So I am already naturally a agoraphobic and social anxiety, and I am a lazy sack of shit. And I procrastinate on doing things, as you could probably tell. It took me 3 weeks to make this video when I already started making it. That's my biggest downfall in life, is procrastinating. But the issue is that it happened now. And that's my biggest that's what I'm most upset about this quarantine right now. Is because it happened when I decided to change my life around. And, I like to believe that everything happens for a reason. And I like to think that, if you're in a hurry to go somewhere, right? Let's say you're driving down a road. You're in a hurry to go somewhere, you keep hitting every single red light, and you're like, why the fuck am I getting all these red lights? Is someone just trying to piss me off? Well, maybe the universe, or whatever you believe in, is telling you, hey, maybe you should slow down, because maybe the road up ahead, if you were going the same speed you're going, you might get in a car accident and die, or whatever, So I like to think that life does that. Maybe that's just my own way of trying to make sense of the fucked up shit that happens, and I just happen to be really unfortunate, and that's just my way of understanding things. But that's what I like to think, is that that's what life does, and it is constantly challenging us and putting us in situations to where we have to overcome it, or whatever. So I feel like this quarantine is that person. I'm not saying the quarantine happened because of me. That's pretty fucking narcissistic. But I think for me personally, that maybe if I went with what I was doing, my life would be somewhere completely different. If this quarantine never happened and I pursued my passion at that moment in life, my life would be like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. I notice I'm not looking at the camera. I don't know why I'm not looking at the camera. I probably should. They say that in psychology, if your eyes look in certain ways, you're like lying or thinking about stuff. So I don't know. I have a harder time looking at the camera and talking to you, the audience. That's something I should work on. Maybe I should put like googly eyes on the camera. See, now I feel weird and obligated to like look at the camera, but like my mind wants to tell me to look this way or that way to think. So I'm just gonna. This is my fucking channel, my video. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. I might just talk to you guys like this for the rest of the channel, for the rest of the video. You know, I might just go like that. I don't know. So with the actual things that happened, that was comfortable. Man, now I'm uncomfortable. You know how like when you're laying down in bed and you're in that super comfy place, and then you move a little bit and you just like lose that comfort, and you're like, well, shit, that's what happened. I'll find it again. Well, so basically, with how everything happened was, I'm gonna change my life around. Everything's gonna go my way. This is awesome. Um, Now, when I was working and the talk about Corona was first happening, I was avoiding all news. I was avoiding all things. I didn't want to look at it. I didn't want to think about it because I am a hypochondria. And if you don't know that word, Google it. I'm not your fucking teacher. Uh, and uh, I will sometimes put my do that to myself, and I don't want to look at the symptoms of corona. I don't want to look at that because then my mind might automatically or try to make me feel like I might have corona, and I'm gonna be shitty, and I'm gonna have anxiety and paranoia and all that. So I was avoiding looking at those things because I didn't want to get involved in it. But then the more it started getting more and more, I just avoided it. I didn't listen to it. People talked about it at work, people talked about it online, and I just would tone it out. And it wasn't. And then like the cruise ship happened. I wasn't even like watching it when I wasn't like paying up to date with it. I knew it happened, but I wasn't paying attention to it. It wasn't until they actually shut down California. The day they shut down California is the day I actually started paying attention to what was happening around me. And, I thought everyone was being stupid. I didn't go out and stockpile food and water and everything like that. I didn't go out and get toilet paper. Luckily, however, my mom did buy a big, massive bulk toilet paper thing from Costco right before this all started happening. So we're still on toilet paper. Um, but so I was going to work, and no one was coming into work. No customers were coming to work, and it was slow. We weren't doing anything. And then, because my job is 2 miles away, and I have to take the bus there, and I already genuinely don't like taking buses. But I specifically didn't want to take the buses because there's a lot of gross people that go on the bus, a lot of homeless people, and I'm not saying that I don't fit in that category of people, but I just genuinely, anyone who rides public transportation buses, it's like gross, and a lot of sick people go in there too, and a lot of people tweaking on shit. It's just not something I want to be a part of. And I noticed there's been a lot of homeless people on the buses recently, and a lot of them have been coughing and sneezing, and so to me it didn't seem like that was something I needed to do and put myself through. There was no risk. The risk versus reward was not necessary. Why go to work? Oh, and all our hours started getting cut too. Everyone's hours got cut. We only working a few days for only a couple hours. And so I didn't see a purpose to go to work, potentially getting sick on a bus to make minimum wage at a job that I'm already losing hours when I could just stay home like everyone else was doing. Because this is before the shutdown. So I told my work, I said, work, I'm not comfortable in doing this anymore, because they gave us the option to do that we could take a leave of absence. So I took a leave of absence a week before they shut down. No, was it a week? A week or two? Honestly, I don't know. I think it was 2 weeks, maybe. A week and a half. So a week and a half before they shut down my store, I left early. And a couple other coworkers did too. Kyle stayed because he wanted to stay, and he still doesn't really care about the coronavirus. It's kind of what it is what it is. But so I left work, and so I left work, and I stayed home, and I went out, and by the time I was actually needing to go and get food, it was like, oh, there's no food, there's no cans, there's no soda. I mean, there's no water, and so I felt like I had to buy soda because there was no water, and and I don't like drinking from the tap water as is, but also recently they've been like upping the chemicals that they put inside the water. And so what was happening, and they put like bleach and stuff, and you can actually smell the bleach in the water. And what was happening was because we were having to wash our hands so much that our hands were red and uh they were like peeling and very dry. I've never experienced that in my life. It was like I had my hand in a sauna and my hands were actually like bleeding from how like much shit was on it, and it hurt to do anything. And I had to wear gloves at work, and it hurt putting gloves on. It was really, really fucked. And so I didn't want to drink that. So I like, and I as is, I already do like getting bottles of water, just because that's just what I like doing. And so I'm like, fuck, now I have to buy water. I mean, buy soda. So I bought cans of sodas and a couple boxes and stuff. And so my diet has gone to shit. I've been eating ramen, Chef Boyardee, chili, tomato soup, and whatever snacky. A lot of Ritz and crackers and stuff like that. I've been eating recently. Just whatever really is around the house. Um, but so yeah. So then I stopped working, and I have literally been sleeping and sitting on this couch. I barely fucking move. And I don't like, I really don't like this quarantine because because I am so easily able to be agoraphobic. I feel it's so easy for me to slip into this. I don't like that about me. And I don't like being given the option. I'd much rather be going out and doing stuff in my life. As much as I love playing games and not doing anything, it's like I'm doing it to escape reality, But I don't like doing that. I did that for a long time when I was in high school or when I was a teenager. And it really didn't I don't like doing that. Um I like yeah, I just don't like that about myself. Um so I'm wanting to change that. But I can't now. And which sucks. So I'm riding out this quarantine, just like everyone else is. Yeah, it's been the hardest thing about this quarantine is it's giving me a lot of time to think. A lot of time to think about a lot of things and everything, basically. About my life, about where it's going, where it's been. I've, see who my real friends are and been going through a lot of personal issues with other friends, and it's been challenging, and I don't really like it because before the quarantine, I had things I could do. I can go to work, I could get out of the house. I I went on Xbox because I wanted to, and I liked doing it. Now I feel like I have to go on Xbox because there's nothing else to do. Um, and I've been drawing recently, uh, and I just I already have a lot of anxiety as is, and I already overthink things a lot. So now it's just been giving me a lot of time to think, and my sleep schedule's been fucked, so fucked. At first, it was like I was going to bed at 10 in the morning, and at noon I'd wake up at like evening time, and I'd stay up all night. And then I didn't want to do that anymore, so I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule for the past week. and I've been on this weird sleep schedule where I go to bed at like 10 in the morning, and then I wake up at 2 o'clock at night. No, sorry. I go to bed at 10, and then I wake up at so I go to bed at 10 at night. Sorry. Mindfuck. I go to bed at 10 at night, 10 o'clock at night, and I wake up at 2 in the morning. And then I stay up all night and then all day. And I go to bed 10 and wake up at 2. So only having like a 4 or 5 hours sleep. And that's not even like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. So that's what I've been doing. And I don't, again, I just don't like it. I don't like what it's doing with me. And, I could feel my body deteriorating, if that makes sense, due to lack of movement. So I got a trampoline, exercise trampoline. I'm gonna start jogging on that. I'm looking up different like, I'm looking up like prison workout routines, and I'm gonna start doing that where I can do the exercises that I need in my living room, and to stay in shape or try to get in shape. But yeah, so that's basically where my life's been at, Reese, for this quarantine. And I'm really looking forward to when the quarantine is up. Once this quarantine's up, I'm going to go for a road trip, and I just want to travel and get the fuck out. And yeah. It's definitely been taking a toll on my mental health. And I'm doing the best I can to stay happy and all that. I've been I as most of you guys may know that like I'm a big Daisy fan. And as this quarantine has happened, I haven't been playing Daisy because Daisy stresses me out and I don't have fun with it. I did have fun, but it's just I'm not having fun with the game. I'm not having fun with the community. It's just boring, and it's unnecessary stress. So I've only been playing Minecraft, just something chill and relaxing I could play. And then I went back on DayZ, and I realized I really don't need to play this. Like, it was fun. I definitely have my memories, but I don't need to play this anymore. So I've just been doing a lot of self-reflections and having deep talks with friends and my close friends. So that's Polkadot Tie update. This isn't my Polkadot tie. I just realized that that's my square dot tie. So, okay. That's basically all I want to talk about. That's where I've been. That's what I've been up to. It's fucking shit. But, it is what it is. You have to do what you can. And, yeah. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's been a lot more. There's been a lot more going on with me and my friends. I told you that was more personal. That's been really bothering me and affecting me, and I don't want to talk about it on here. But there's definitely more that's going on in my mind. This is the base of what's been going on. There's a lot more behind the scenes stuff that I don't really want to talk about, but it's been fucking me. But yeah, so yes.